Hi, beauties. Welcome back to Cultivating Clarity. I'm going to chat with you today while I do my nails. I have gel polish going on here, and I want to touch on it is not the most wonderful time of the year for everyone. I absolutely love this time of year. I want to skip right from Halloween straight to Christmas. Maybe have a day to celebrate Thanksgiving. I know I'm that irritating girl. But even though I love this season so much, it can also be hard. And some people don't love this at all. So my intention really is just to validate you and also pep talk you into taking care of yourself. So several years ago, my Grammy actually passed away on Christmas. And obviously, you can imagine that made this time of year difficult. A couple years later, I had to celebrate my first Christmas without all of my babies at home, which was really difficult for me. Some people don't struggle with that, and I did. Last year was my first year in several that I got all my babies back together for Christmas morning. And I just think that it's important to make time to feel what we need to feel, even when it's supposed to be a happy time. You know, some people absolutely hate this time of year, and for some, it's just a struggle because other people are so very happy. Y'all came through when I asked you what is something that you struggle with this time of year. So let me share some of those things with you. So I got a lot of answers that said overstimulation. And that varied anywhere from, too much noise, too many activities, to information overload with all of the ads coming at you from all different directions. A second one was loss of a loved one. Another reason is boundaries. This was something that several people said. And this was boundaries from setting aside time for you to do your own traditions as a family, to feeling obligated to joining other people's activities and traditions. There was also just keeping peace with people, because there are some people that you have in your life that it's harder to be around or be with. And because it's the time of year for family gatherings, then we're usually forced to be in company with those people. Also boundaries around not having to participate in all the activities or having to buy a gift for every single person, just not feeling that obligation. There was also a lot of just having to be in charge of everything, having to buy all the food, well, plan all the food first, then buy all the food, and then prepare the food. Some people also have to clean up all the food, be in charge of the decorations and the gift buying. No appreciation for that. Nobody's seen all that has gone into that. And really just putting everybody else first and not paying attention to what you need. There was also financial boundaries was an answer that I thought was really great, because, we sometimes are asked to buy gifts for people that we really don't want to spend the money on. Like maybe we're not that close to them, or we don't want to participate in the office gift exchange. There's also too high of expectations for ourselves. So making sure that everything is perfect and making sure that, everyone else is taken care of before you. Wanting to do all the activities, but simply not having the time or energy to do all of that. Exhaustion. And the desire that is a struggle for still feeling festive after all that there is to do, getting that done, and then still feeling like you're festive. So I thought all of these were such amazing answers. And I share them, number one, like I said, to validate you. You're not alone if you're feeling overwhelmed in this season, or if you're feeling sad or, over obligated. And number two, I just want to give you that pep talk that when you're choosing how to spend your money, what people to spend time with, what activities to attend, make sure that you are prioritizing the things that you want to do. I realize because we have family, there are some times when we feel that we're obligated to do those other things. And that's a whole nother subject. But let's talk about making sure that if there are 10 activities and there's only 2 that you really, really want to do, just giving yourself permission that you can just do those 2 activities, and that's okay. You're allowed to say no with love and respect. And if someone else gets offended, that's on them. And you're allowed to take care of yourself. I just keep going back to 2022. No, 2021 was really difficult for me. And, I had these offers from friends to get together for dinner or to, exchange gifts, things like that. And I just mentally didn't have it in me. And I ended up having to tell people no. But then last year, I was going through such a healing process. I had tons of energy. It's not that you don't like that person or those people. It's just okay to do what you need to do for you. And that looks different for everyone. I am releasing a free guide pretty soon on how to have a smooth and joyful holiday season, just to kind of help you break down those things that are priorities to you. And I hope that that will be beneficial to you. But in the meantime, I really just wanted to give you that permission and that validation. And I'm even going to give you a challenge because it just came to me. I want to challenge you to right now go to your planner or your calendar, your digital, whatever you use, and schedule in at least once a week through the holidays where you are going to be investing time just for you. So set aside an hour at least. Some of you might need less, some of you might need more, but at least set aside an hour where you can definitely have time to yourself. So that might mean having a glass of wine and watching a Christmas movie. That might mean going for a drive in the car by yourself to look at the lights. That might mean crying because this is a really hard time of year. And you don't have to plan what that's going to be, but I want to challenge you to set aside that hour every week right now to refuel yourself and give yourself that gift. And that can be your Christmas present to yourself or your New Year's present to yourself. I do want to just have a disclaimer that I hope that you are doing something every day to love on yourself, but I know that that's a lot to ask sometimes. So if you'll give me once a week, I promise that this season will feel better for you. So thank you so much for spending time with me again. Feel free to share this with a friend if you thought of a person or two who might need to hear this little pep talk. And As always, I would love to hear from you and love to hear, what do you want to hear about? What do you want to talk about? Maybe what do you need walked out? What do you need validation about? And connect with me and let me know that. Thank you so much for joining me. I still don't have a sign off. It'll come eventually, but I do love you and I want the very best for you. And I pray that you will take time to invest in yourself this holiday season and make it smooth and joyful.